Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. Fielded about a yard deep.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! At their own 6-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now first and 10 at the 34. A shotgun snap for Luck. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6.
We got this. At their own 11-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Colts are set up well as they take over first and 10 on the short side of the field. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. On first down, it's Luck. He's going to float this one deep right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. So now Luck is going to bring the Colts up here to go for the 2-point try. Now Luck. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. And it's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 20.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
16 yards, a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, Hunt. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back.
Hey, pick your game up.
Here we go on fourth. Luck. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot down.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
25, check 25, check 25. Referee.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They get the all-pro guard there, Quentin Nelson.
Let's go. Right, 40. Silver. Check 37. Strong right.
They'll run with Hunt. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Right, 622. Check 13.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Check out. 390.
Drop deep, drop deep. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Motion. Right quick. Reset, reset. Right quick.
Third and long. It's Locke. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the NFL scoreboard, an update and a little bit of a surprise. The Jets out to an early lead over the Dolphins. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Ready. Blue ready. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Easy, easy, easy. Wait.
Jameis now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on second down. Winston. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They come up first and 10 at the 16. Andre Ellington, his first carry. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 21-0 our score after 1.
Black 25.
Let's go deep, tight.
Wait. Let's go.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Ready.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone, but...
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucks are able to cut in now to that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Luck and the Colts come up now first and 10 at their own 27. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. Now play got bottled up.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And the Colts add on to their lead. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A carry here for Hunt. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Go, go, go. 51's the mic, 51's the mic.
They'll try to run this one in. And Hunt is not going to get there. We've now seen 3 consecutive 1-yard gains, and it brings up 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They run for it with Hunt. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Hunt is unable to get in on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand.
Pick me up. Here we go. Easy. Hey, be ready. 5-0. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Mike. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. triple team.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Now Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Here's Winston. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On second down, Winston again. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Let's go. It's time to play.
Mike, check. 59.
Easy. 5-0.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me. Flip. Trump. It's me and you.
Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a play fake, and it's Love. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
51 to Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Check. Watch twist.
They'll fake it. Now Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Vinatieri's kick is good. and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Mike Evans. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there.
Easy. Hey, flip it. Wide. Get one.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let them get to the second level because sometimes they'll break off the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
This is Gordon, and a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one?
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Winston now from the 50. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. They give him a gain of 37. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Dancing to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Winston. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
Watch the screen. Check. 53's mark.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Luck, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Luck now to throw. It got his man, complete. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They'll run again with Hunt, and he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Kendall Beckwith on the stop.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And he's got Rodgers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitching. They have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Hey, Delta, check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
From the 22, Luck. Buying time to his left. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Out of the gun, Luck. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Winston. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Matthias Farley. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They run again with Hunt. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
A second down throw for Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. On the counter, here's Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Winston now. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Being chased out left. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A shotgun snap for Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now on 4th down, honors the punt team sending this one away. Jones on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Check, ready. 125. Check, 53. Mike. You don't want none.
1st down, Winston. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Call that a gain of 11.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
5 on the 50.
Winston now to throw on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kendrick Bourne with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On first down, Hunt. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey. On. Under 10. 10. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hunt. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On third down, here's Hunt. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Jameis now on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And now look at him go. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's ready. Blue ready. Sonic. 53. Mike 53. Big stop, D. Sonic. Let's go. Let's go.
Back to it after the pick six. Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterbacks.
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 44 yards. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike, 53, Mike.
From the gun, Winston. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
One last shot now for Winston. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So the game will continue for at least 1 more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get 1 more untimed attempt.
Mike 5'9". Check 59.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensive.